20 million soaring penthouses, 50 million sprawling mansions, and more madness to come. In this list, you will find the most expensive homes owned by professional soccer players. There is no longer a way to discuss spending millions without bringing up Neymar, since he have made 95 million by 2022. Accordingly, it's legitimate. He dropped $10 million on a mansion so a large helicopter could land on its lawn. Together, we decided that my mother's basement was the place to hang out. Actually, this guy makes his home in a movie studio. Is that so? His home was used for a scene in The Expendables, but that's to be expected in Rio de Janeiro's Beverly Hills. See now, our mansion is a 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom mansion in the exclusive Portobello neighborhood, complete with an underground wine cellar, housing over 3,000 bottles and a gym large enough to accommodate his entire Paris Saint-Germain squad. Nearly it qualifies as an understatement for his home. However, the outside world is where all the action is at. Moreover, it has both a tennis court and a beach volleyball court, which is pretty sweet. Plus, it wouldn't be a star's mansion if there wasn't a huge, ridiculous pool. Aw, come on. Naturally, he has that as well, named Neymar. Well, you can see that he's unique. Neymar is the only professional athlete in the world who has a backyard large enough to accommodate both a helicopter and a yacht worth $8 million. This guy has it made. And well, I thought you couldn't top a house like this. But then I learned about Lionel Messi. He did not just buy the rarest mansion in Barcelona. He bought the entire neighborhood. It's no surprise that he's been blowing hot air. Not only does he have more cars than I do, but this dude just bought an exclusive $9 million mansion. Planes are no longer allowed to fly over the area after an order from the president. The interior of this guy's pad is kitted out with all the essentials for a professional athlete. Messi's private gym occupies an entire floor of his home. Treadmills in this case, a couple of benches, and some dumbbells. The entire wall was dedicated to Muhammad Ali's memory. The ensuing shambles is hardly surprising. He has won the prestigious Dyer Award 6 times. Every morning when he gets up, he is reminded of his destiny to join the pantheon of greats. Contrarily, I doubt there are many soccer players who can boast having a room in their house solely devoted to basketball. Yeah, Messi can hold full-court basketball games in his home. Wow, take a look at that dude making a dunk. One never knows, Messi could end up being the third Splash brother. It's possible, but who knows? But outside is where the insanity really begins. The view from Messi's pool of the surrounding mountains and the big sea must be ridiculous when he isn't training to be the best in the world, because his backyard is practically a soccer stadium. Yes, he is that committed to his craft, and he practices here every day, despite the dog's best efforts to prevent him from doing so. The whole family is welcome to join in on the fun thanks to his efforts. A special playground was constructed by him for his children. Moreover, he is very active in posting pictures of his family having fun together. Don't be fooled by his beautiful smile. Messi may give off the impression that he is a laid-back guy, but in 2013, when his neighbors irritated him, they rented out their home to a group of college students, and in a setting akin to paradise. You know how crazy it can get around here. Things got way out of hand one night. See, Messi had just collapsed in the aftermath of a devastating defeat and was trying to get some rest. But all he could think about was the Project X-style rooftop jumping and drag racing going on at the pool party next door. As time went on, I could take it no longer, man. What a mess. The man opened his phone and looked at his bank balance, which showed 600 AMs and he's too valuable to waste time or energy on all of that. Finally, he agreed to let them have one last night of fun before he bought all of his neighbors' homes in the morning. Indeed, bro. Really shelled out over $20 million for silence. 20 M's. Surely the situation cannot get any crazier than that. In any case, David Beckham's mansions are more expensive than Messi's entire community. As you can see, David earned more than $800 million during his working life. If you know anything about him, you know that he has a serious flexing problem. The most lavish mansion owned by a sports star. Jesus Christ, that guy just made my GT character look like a fool. What you're thinking, by the way, is exactly what I was thinking. Where do I begin the process of obtaining such a luxurious apartment? Easy as pie, man. It's easy to give him $28 million if you become one of the greatest soccer players of all time. So then, maybe you can live like David Beckham. Good to be, I guess. I wouldn't give this up if I were him, so you might not have much of a chance. His Miami pad is atop a 700-foot tall building, providing an unreal panorama of the city below and the Biscayne Bay beyond. Among his apartments, 10,000 square feet and 10,000 square inches were 5 bedrooms. There were 7 loos. Additionally, the 28 mix spent on this home included all of the furniture shown. The 61st floor indoor pool and the 3 outdoor pools among the palm trees are, however, the highlights of life in this architectural masterpiece. But look, David's one lucky dude. He also has a 2-story personal gym, a movie theater, and a helipad with a helicopter on it, just in case any interview weirdos try to sneak in. With that, he could quickly escape to his even crazier mansion, a $33 million mega mansion. The evidence is right here. Man, it seems like this guy has more houses than I do Tinder matches. Indeed, that's the case. Yeah, right. Though I know you weren't meant to witness that, I just can't bring myself to dislike this guy. Soon after signing a $250 million contract with the Galaxy, he caught this 6-bedroom, 9-bathroom Los Angeles mansion as a means of celebration, a reading room in the lift. If this guy ever decides he wants to be the next little pump, he's got a recording studio all set up and ready for him to use. Well, palm trees do frame the entire scene, so there's that. Provides David with seclusion when his friends arrive in their Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and Ferraris, and the backyard is equipped for a pool party. But the craziest thing is that Cristiano makes all of this seem like child's play. Ronaldo. Yeah, a few athletes manage to get their hands on mansions and Ferraris. Ronaldo said, "Hold my beer and pass the diamond rollies," which is a common phrase. So I'm going to do something that none of you can. Aside from being the only professional athlete in the world to own a home on an island. Not only did you drop $50 million on it, bro, he dropped another $50 million to buy an island. I'm not even sure I'll be able to pay the rent this month, and there are dudes out here doing that. In retrospect, I realized that I should have pursued higher education. However, he had to show off to his 284 million Instagram followers the moment he started making money. Indeed, the island rightfully belongs to him. Oh, but I know what you're thinking. Where exactly does this dude call home? Since it's his own island, you know he either stole it or made off with a crazy haul. Really, I have no idea how the legal system functions there. To tell you the truth, I have no idea. Ronaldo, however, likes to spend time there at his villa, which features a rooftop pool and, a fantastic panorama of the Atlantic Ocean. For a short getaway from his Italian and Portuguese palaces, it's ideal. Hear me out. Spending $50 million on houses might sound. However, what he did for his loved ones is priceless and deserves far more recognition and gratitude. In fact, it all goes back to his childhood in Portugal. See, Ronaldo's family fell on hard times when he was a kid. They were constantly relocating to new locations. As a result, they died of hunger. They even had to sleep in bunk beds together, such hysteria. Ronaldo, however, awoke one day and decided that he had had enough. It broke his heart to see his parents go through so much, so he promised them he would become a professional soccer player of the highest caliber and ensure they would never go hungry again. But that's when the crisis arose. This was when Ronaldo was just 15 years old. Doctors at the hospital had to make a split-second decision after discovering that his heart was beating wildly. Without immediate surgery, Ronaldo's life, career, and family's chances of survival would all be in jeopardy. Thus, the medical staff got to work. The operation had the desired effect. Even though Ronaldo's health crisis was something he had no way of foreseeing, he was able to make a full recovery in a matter of weeks. However, one thing remained on his mind throughout his recovery. What he had promised his loved ones, he was not going to break. Any moment could have been his last, and he was well aware of that. Thus, he knew it was impossible for it to be a coincidence that he could wake up and continue playing the sport he adored. So, from that moment on, he gave up everything he had. For the sake of his loved ones, he practiced constantly. Later on, Ronaldo managed to pull it off. He became not only one of soccer's greatest players of all time, but also one of its most iconic figures. With his family's help, he has finally arrived, and now he can give back to them. Yeah, Ronaldo has a $10 million mansion and drives around in a Bugatti, but he made sure that his mother, sisters, and brother had a place to live first. That's more valuable than the largest mansion any athlete could afford. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this content, see you until next time.